Felix. Get out of the way. All right. We're going to be talking about the heartbreaking loss to the Broncos. And obviously we shouldn't be making jokes because it's heartbreaking. But that's what we're going to do to cover up how heartbreaking it really was.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to keep saying heartbreaking until it doesn't break my heart. So I guess I'm going to keep saying it, huh?
Yeah. It was just a horrible loss in general. I mean, we got pretty close to at the end. We lost by a point. That was just against the 9-2 team. That was just really frustrating.
Yeah, and I can see why it's a horrible loss. Obviously, we don't mean we had a horrible game because we had a great game overall. But in the end, the way it ended was a bad way to go out after balling out against one of the best teams in the league. In my opinion, they are the best team in the league. Actually, Patriots over them. But they're, regardless, a top 5 team, and they're just such a good team. Became so close. But on our first offensive drive, I was kind of proud of our defense. Kudos to Dan Quinn after taking over for absolutely balling out. We had some opportunities for huge plays on the first defensive drive.
Yeah, that's true. We're not watching for the highlights, and we did.
I think there was a couple things we could have had.
A bunch of opportunities for good defensive plays that we could have had. Some incompletions, maybe some sacks.
Yeah, sacks were one thing. We did, for the most part, bring a lot of pressure on the quarterback, but Nix was insane, man. We cannot tackle him for anything. We had Martin missing sacks, not Quan Martin, Jacob Martin. We had a couple defensive line missed sacks. But, in the end, we had a couple good sacks. There was an important Frankie Lulu sack late in the game to help us get the ball back. And then, obviously, there was a couple other ones, but there was one huge play right before halftime. Absolutely insane. It goes from Mikey Silverstone blowing up the running back out of bounds. A lot of people questioning Mikey Silverstone's future. He said, nah, I'm good. I'm going to get better. I'm going to be the best in the league. And he completely just blows up the running back out of bounds. And then very next play, though, Bo Nix, about to get sacked while falling, throws it into the end zone, touchdown. Just unbelievable pass from Bo Nix. And I know there's only so much we can do, but at the same time, come on. We really got to be able to stop that. And it's a really tough way to go out when we put a lot of pressure on him, and that's how it ended with a touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely agree with you. I understand that we got a lot of pressure on the quarterback, and that was a great part on the defense throughout the game, especially on that play. But you got to cover that. Bo Nix was on the verge of getting sacked, and he just throws it up in the air, and it's touchdown.
Yeah, and the Broncos have a very good defensive line going against us, and so we had to outwork them with our defensive line. And frankly, that was not easy, and I don't think we were successfully able to do it because of those missed sacks and missed opportunities. Because there were multiple times, even if it wasn't necessarily Bo Nix breaking a sack or juking away from it, it was Nix just running around, escaping, and our defensive line not being able to get there. And you just got to be able to do that.
Yeah,
straight up.
I mean, you got to be able to sack him. I mean, yes, he is a fast quarterback, and he is actually pretty good as a rookie last season. But we just got to be able to do that, just like you said.
Yeah, I mean, that's straight up stuff. I mean, a lot of the time it's like he's really hard to tackle, and that's a fair thing to say. But still, man, you're in the NFL. You have to be able to do this against strong quarterbacks, especially if you want to play for us as our defensive line. We need people that are locked in, ready to get sacks. And I think we were definitely there for it most of the game. We just couldn't end it. And then on offense, I was actually very proud of what we did for the most part. I loved this new Cliff Kingsbury quick pass offense, and I would like to say those were some of the best calls of the game, and they led us to almost winning. What do you think?
I definitely agree with you. I mean, Cliff Kingsbury did make some great calls. Just like you said, I love the quick pass play calls. I love those because Marcus Mariota can do good. He can read good when it's like a quick pass. And there have been a bunch of people who was balling out, even though we're 3-9. And I definitely like the play calling game, just in general.
Yeah, I mean, I entirely agree. We were throwing quick passes the entire time, whether it's flat routes, whether it's slants, hitches, whatever it was. We were going all over them through the quick passing game, and I think our defense was a big part of that too because we were able to get stops when we needed it. And then our offense gets the ball back and is able to ball out. There were a couple scary moments. Some didn't always end well. Some did. 3rd and 8 towards the beginning of the game, I believe. Mariota throws it to Jalen Lane, has it, but as he comes down, gets it punched out. That really sucked. There's also another one to Mariota in the red zone. I think we're gonna go up 7-3. Obviously, I guess that's a little cocky of me, but it seemed like we were gonna go up 7-3 because our offense was driving like crazy. Then Mariota steps up in the pocket, is about to get sacked, and just throws it straight to the defense. Terrible read, obviously. Mariota's, as the announcer said, he's usually making good reads and he usually plays it smart. From what he's shown this season, you would not be able to tell, and I think he's really got to lock in with his reads, especially with this offense adjusting to his fast tempo with quick throws and stuff. I think there's only so much other people can do for him. There's so many crazy catches that our offense has made. There's so many crazy plays, but it all revolves around him, and if he's not locked in, you know that's not going to work.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that.
Yeah, and what I would also like to say that our offensive receivers were great, and obviously I'll let you say the obvious thing.
Obviously, the amazing catch, Traylon Burks.
Insane.
That was just crazy. I mean, it's not probably better than the OBJ, but that might have been compared to it. I mean, the defender was all over him. What does he do? He just goes up for it and one-hands it.
Just easily. And somehow, that is the second best catch of the week. Yeah. Somehow. Not by the Commanders, but Puka Nacua had an insane catch too in the Rams game.
Against the Panthers. I do remember that. That was an insane catch.
Reaches out, defender tips it a couple times in his hands and just is able to bring it down to his body and get a hold of it. But Burks, I would like to credit Burks because it is easier when it's tipped as long as it's in your area, but Burks just reaches out and snags it. There's no tip or anything. It makes it a lot harder because although it may not seem like it, quarterbacks in the NFL do put some heat on it even when it's a lob, and also reaching up with the defender on his butt like that.
Yeah, it's an insane catch just in general. Even if Nakua made a better one. I mean, just 2 insane catches of the week. Like, that's really rare. Come on. Both of them were crazy catches.
Yeah, and I'm kind of proud of how our offense played for the most part. And we definitely balled out. We had some great plays. We had the lead multiple times against a strong Broncos team. And we were able to absolutely cook up. We had Terry McLaurin in the mix. He caught quick slants. He caught ins, digs, whatever it was. He caught it, and McLaurin was able to pop off. And even in the run game, we did pretty good too.
Yeah.
There was a 3rd and 12 where McNichols just straight up run up the middle. McNichols just spins out of a tackle and is able to pick up the first down. There was another one where Mariota took off himself, got a block, and got out of bounds.
Those are the most great plays. I agree with you on that. Our run game was pretty good too. McLaurin running some great routes and catching a lot of balls. In general on offense, we did pretty good, and through the passing and run games, we did decent. I mean, this was one of our best games, if I'm being honest, because we ended up losing only by 1 point in OT to one of the greatest teams in the NFL.
Yeah, but more importantly than the other team being good is that we played good with a lot of trick plays as well. I really loved. We've been doing a lot of fake screens and double fakes lately. I really like that. I think it's really working out. And it's not just fakes either. We're also doing wildcat plays. I believe we had some with Debo last week or a couple weeks ago. And we had Krosky Merritt this week, and we had him do a wildcat QB blast. So he took the snap and ran it up the middle. Really like this tricky offense because if we can really get going, I think that would make it a lot easier for the rest of this team. Because I think once our offense gains momentum, everyone is able to have a better chance at doing well because I think it's all about momentum in football. Football is a game of inches, so everything is not going to be super far apart. There's always one thing that can put you back in the game, but if you're able to gain momentum and you're able to keep it pushing, then you know that you can win.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. Momentum is a great side of the game. If you gain a bunch of momentum and you're with your teammates, you might take the lead and win. And if you don't believe me, check out the Falcons-Patriots Super Bowl.
Yeah. Anything can happen, but we came super close. And there were a couple plays that just didn't go our way. A lot of the time it was good defense. Zach Ertz balled out like crazy. Speaking of receivers, man, it's always good in a bad team to have those players that will always put in their all, no matter the age, no matter the team they face, no matter who's lined up on them. He could see Deion Sanders. He could see Night Train Lane. It doesn't matter who Zach Ertz sees. This guy is going to ball out. Yeah. He ran beautiful routes. He caught 10 catches for 106 yards and just overall was able to do super well. And I'm really proud to have him on offense. He's a huge part. But there was one play down the middle where he has it on 3rd and 12 towards the end of the game. That was a crucial play, and it gets punched out. Actually, it might have been 3rd and 20-something. Which was set up when there was a huge play where Mariota got tripped by a defender. The defender kicked out his leg and tripped him, and Mariota thought he wasn't down, so he got up and kept running almost for a first down, which at first I thought was awesome. I was really happy, but then the ref said he was down, which if he was, should have been a flag because it was tripping, but there was no flag, and we didn't end up getting the 3rd down, obviously, but regardless of that play, Zach Ertz would definitely ball down.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. Zach Ertz is just the man every game, and you hear us talking about him every week because he's balling out no matter the age, just balling out.
Yeah, but in overtime there was some upsetting things that happened. Obviously there was a huge play by Evan Ingram for their drive. They had a couple regular plays, and then Evan Ingram just had this huge play, 40 yards or something, just gets all the way downfield, and then there was absolutely no defense on that play. No one can tackle him, and he just gets downfield, and then they score. But we had Debo have a huge play right back, nearly into the end zone. We converted a 4th down on that drive, and then on 4th and goal, Terry McLaurin touchdown. And then actually I was very disappointed about the 2-point conversion, not just because we didn't get it, but because we actually had someone wide open to get it. And if you know Nick Bonito, you know he's a crazy defensive player. His Broncos defensive line is one of the best in the league and is going to come at you. So Bonito's bringing pressure. We had a running back out in the flat, wide open. Mariota tries to throw, and Bonito just leaps into the air and smacks it down. That was really upsetting. Bonito's a crazy guy, but...
Yeah, I mean, Broncos D-line is just crazy. But even though everybody expected us to lose, and so did I, so did you probably, I mean, it was just really frustrating because we were 1 point away, and then Bonito makes a crazy play.
Yeah, but regardless of that, we had a bunch of different plays, whether we win or lost. We had some good ones, we had some bad. We had a Wagner interception, which was huge for momentum, but we also had trouble defending the run. So, there were ups and downs all game, and, I think in the end we could have done better, but I'd also like to talk about special teams. Debo, I love you, man. You're a great receiver. You're an incredible player. You help us to win. You fumbled the ball on a kickoff, which we cannot do. I keep going up and down with these feelings for the special teams because it actually started off. If you begin the season, go back, check out all my old videos. I have made so many comments. I've had so many conversations about what is going on with our special teams. We're not playing well on special teams. And eventually it seemed like it was getting better. But then it was up and down, and there were plays we had that were terrible, and there were plays we had that was good. But in the end, what needs to happen is none of that can go up and down. It stays up. We need to continue playing well on special teams because I can't have that up and down because that's really terrifying. And I got really lucky. We got really lucky because when Debo fumbled, he ended up recovering, but got stuck at the 10-yard line. But we got a redo because of a flag, which was very lucky. But in the end, that can't happen. That cannot happen. What do you think?
I mean, just even though we got a flag, we got lucky. It was just like in the Chargers game. Remember when Lavin Conkey got a punt return touchdown, and then we got a flag. This time we fumbled and we got a flag, even though Debo recovered. We got really lucky, but like you said, I'm done with these ups and downs. We need to make some good plays on at least one side of the ball. And right now, the reason we're 3-9 is because our offense hasn't been doing good, our defense hasn't been doing good, and our special teams has just been up and down. And I need one of them to just go up and stay up.
Yeah. And, this game we had good defense. This game we had good offense. But like you said, both of those are usually down.
Yeah.
And even if they're not usually down, up and down is not acceptable either. So we need something to go well. And I think the main thing we have potential for is a lot of special teams.
Yeah, I mean, definitely agree with that one. Because I think, just like you said, maybe it hasn't been up and down a lot, but it's usually been down for offense and defense. And special teams, we definitely have potential in. I see a lot of great players on there. I see people making great plays. But if we keep going down, too, then that's not going to happen.
Yeah, and I know that everybody knows that we have some incredible special teams players. We have Debo. We had Luke McCaffrey.
We have Jalen
Lane, and we have some great tackling defenders also playing on special teams. So I think really when it comes down to it, we continue to train, and if our offense and our defense stays locked in like this, obviously our season is over. There's no shot at us winning. We're 3-9, 3-10. We're 3-9, I believe. But that's just not it. Our season's over, obviously, but the ups and downs are not it.
It's not even just like we're saying this because we suck. There's actually no realistic chance of us making the playoffs, and it's just really frustrating. But now I think we should. I'm not actually try to be bad, but at this point we just gotta get some good draft picks.
Yeah, I think once we definitely get some good draft picks, I think maybe we could get some good players and help to rebuild our team. Free agency should do us well, hopefully, and we also got Jake Moody this week, and I don't think he had a lot of chances, but he didn't miss anything, I believe. So,
yeah. I mean, Jake Moody seems pretty good. I'm gonna be honest. I do not miss Matt Gay at all.
Don't miss him. And I said this last week when I found out he got cut. I was really excited for Matt Gay to join, honestly, and so that was really upsetting when he didn't play well and got cut.
It wasn't upsetting when he got cut because he's been playing horrible for us.
Yeah, but it was upsetting that he didn't play well in the first place. Mm-hmm. And, I really wanted him to do well. But, oh well, we're 3-9. We can tank the rest of the season. And I know this sounds a little bit optimistic since we're not going to make the playoffs. But I think we have a good chance against Viking Week because they are
4-8.
As injured, if not more injured than us. They're 4-8, like you said. They're down to their third-string quarterback. They are down to their third-string corner, I believe. Yeah, they don't have many players left. So we're in similar situations, and I think we definitely have a good shot at winning.
Yeah.
So,
especially because also Aaron Jones is questionable.
Yeah, so thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next week. And please remember to like and subscribe. Check out my other videos. And comment down below. Tell me if you like these videos. Tell me if you want me to do something differently. If you want me to make more shorts. Thank you. See you in the next one.
From the past, move to the wind, changing our name, strong from within. The name that we have is the name that we need. Seeking our enemies, watching them bleed, fighting like a warrior, living in charge, victory gang. Descend the star.